Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just drawn 0-0 to Atalanta at the Getver Stadium. Let's start with the result in the end, a 0-0 draw. Is it something you'd take, or is it something you're frustrated with from Arsenal today, or would you take that result?
No, you take that result at the end of it. You know, listen, if you be really truthful about it, the away record in Europe in the Champions League is not very good. I think we've won one in, how many is it now, 6?
Yeah, the Seville game.
So, you know, Seville was the only win we've had. We lost to Porto, lost to Bayern Munich, lost to Lens, drawn at PSV, and obviously drew here tonight. So I think lost to Porto, didn't we? Did I mention that one? But
yeah, you did.
Listen, so it's not been great. It's something that they've got to do. I think that the manager's still learning about Champions League, as probably a lot of the players are as well. So, and with this format, we don't really know where it's going to get you. But a point away from home, I think you have to take, really. Like,
you say, you know, it's not a good away record when it comes to European nights. And you said Mikel needs to, look at that. Is it Mikel's thing? Because really, he put out a strong side today. We saw the lineup. We wanted wholesale changes. He didn't really make. So if anything, it was a stronger side than what we saw at Tottenham away.
Yeah, it was strong. It was a strong side, and listen, it just tells you that he takes this competition very, very seriously. You know, they're no mugs. You know, they won the Europa League. We know that that's not easy to do because we've been in it a couple of years and didn't do it. European football is different, completely different to the Premier League, and I think it's a different way of playing, and you have to just accept that it wasn't a great performance. And listen, we could have lost the game in the end, so you have to. I think I fell asleep 4 times during the game. So it wasn't the greatest of games, to be fair.
All right, well let's talk about some of those moments, because you're right, there was some big moments. Let's start with. We'll start with Martinelli first. He had a big chance, and fans love him. I know you're a big fan of Gabriel Martinelli. That's an opportunity where the game could change in the instance if he scored, but he's completely missed the target in that one-on-one.
Yeah, listen, I'm a big fan of his, but there is going to be a question sooner or later because he's not producing the performances. But in saying that, neither did anybody up front today. So I'm not just going to stick him out there and say it, but because he's missed the chance, he got there for the chance, but there is going to be a question sooner or later. I think everybody was sort of saying that in the because we had to wait about an hour afterwards. Where people were talking about it, the fans, and quite rightly so. He's been given enough opportunities at the moment, and as I said, I'm getting concerned about it. But at this moment, we've got a big game on Sunday, and we'll see after that.
Talking about Thomas Partey, a lot of fans as well on that bus that was talking about, was saying what's happened to him. And you see him 1 week before, his legs seem alright. You see him in this game today, and it seems like his legs were gone today. What's happened to Thomas Partey? Do you start him against in the midfield against City?
Well, for me, that's the worry now. Like, I think that sometimes you make the player strengthened side, and you get more questions than answers. Yeah. And what I was saying today was I would have rested him today and got him ready for. But now when you're playing him on Thursday, there isn't much recovery time in the legs, and he looked a bit leggy today. Looked a bit leggy, give away the penalty, never really got on the ball. You have to say they pressed us pretty well, and 3 or 4 occasions he lost the ball, and he wasn't good today. He wasn't good today. But
he wasn't.
No one in midfield bossed it.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very even match in that midfield.
Are you missing Odegaard?
Listen, I forget about that at this moment.
Yeah,
so I'm saying. When we had the free kick, we're going to miss Odegaard for free kicks, and then he's done something else. We're going to miss him for this, we're going to miss him for that. He's not there. It's up to us to find a solution. Defensively, we're very, very good, but very, very wasteful going forward. And listen, it only got slightly better when Havertz went up front.
Well, let's talk about that, because you were standing next to me in the game and kept saying he has to play up front. You can't be seeing him in the midfield anymore. There's a clear difference in the Arsenal team when he's playing in the midfield compared to when he's playing up front.
Yeah, exactly that. And the last time he didn't play up front, we lost.
Yeah.
When he's been up front, look at the record since we played at this season. The record with him up front is that we've won every game and drew against Man City away from home. The one game that he didn't play, we lost to Aston Villa, and we've drawn here today. He just gives you a platform, he gives you a base for other players to play. Today, Jesus, I thought, was sharp in the first 10-15 minutes, but then nothing was holding or sticking. And then you've got to have an outlet. You look at the game against Spurs, ball going up, pinning the central defenders, getting free kicks, getting throws, taking the pressure off. Today we didn't have that, and we didn't quite play well enough, and at the end of it, I think now that for me, he plays up front. Definitely on Sunday.
No, I can see your moods a bit flat, even though we had a good day today, but the game performance was a bit flat, as I mentioned before. But let's talk about something that was quite enlightening, quite exciting. Was the moment David Raya saved the penalty, double save. I mean, some people say he's probably the best keeper. Some people are even saying in the world right now. I think he's had a really good 12 months. Definitely one of the best in the league. But that save there shows how good he is at shot stopping. When there was questions, no one questioned his distribution and high claims in the box. When it comes to saves, we didn't really see him make big saves, but he did today.
That was the thing. Last season, I thought he played really well, but could he make those big saves, game-changing saves?
Yeah,
he's done it in most games this season.
Yeah.
You know, he's been a big contribution. I think we've conceded 1 goal in all of our games. So I think from that point of view, you have to say realistically, he has been a game changer for us as making saves. He's been fantastic. And today, another double save. You was confident. You said that he'd save it. I didn't think that he would. But once he saved it, the second save to get up as quickly as he did was fantastic. And listen, these are moments. These are moments that you need from your goalkeeper to keep you in games. He's kept us in the game today. We've got a point. And as I said, we don't know how good a point that's going to be or whatever, because you know it's
a new format.
It's a new format. Like, you know, first 8 go through automatically, but then there's, you know, another 16 teams after that. So 24. So you've got to get in the top 24. Yeah. You know, like I had an hit that got into the top 20. You know what I mean? So there you go. So it's easier said than done.